A small but very important thing to be aware of when approaching women is the concept of tonality. Tonality refers to how your voice comes off to people. Many men overlook this when they are talking to people because they are more focused on what they are going to say rather than how they are saying it. But if you're not careful, your tonality can actually drive people away from you, no matter how engaging your material is. That is why people will watch a video with bad video, but they will not watch a video with bad audio. The sound something makes can be the difference between an enjoyable experience and a horrible one. So it is vitally important to be aware of the sound of your voice as you are talking to women you want to meet. This is important for a few reasons. 1. Being aware of the sound of your voice helps you to control it. 2. When you can control your voice, you can influence how others react to you. The last time you got angry, did you yell and scream? How did people respond to you? Most of the time when someone gets angry, they become more forceful in their tone of speech, and that instills discomfort in people, which in turn makes them resistant to you. By the same token, if you're being funny and playful and talking excitedly and rapidly, people will listen to you with more interest. So imagine what it's like when you're able to control your tonality and speak in a warm, friendly voice. Or better yet, a deep, sexy voice. If you still don't believe the power of tonality, think of how women use it on men. In fact, men are suckers for tonality. All a woman has to do is purr in your ear a bit and you'll become putty. Most women know how to use their tonality to influence men. Well, the same is true for guys. The only thing is, most guys don't really know how to use their tonality effectively. So what is the most effective way to use your tonality? The first thing you need to be conscious of is the tone of your voice, or how much it resonates. Women respond well to men with deep tonality, not only because the pitch is pleasing to their ears, but because a deep tone represents confidence and masculinity. You may be thinking that you're not blessed with a naturally deep voice, but there is a clear distinction between a deep voice and deep tonality. You can be just as masculine with a deep tonality as you can with a deep voice. Even if your voice is prepubescent soprano, if you can make it resonate, you can use it to your advantage. In order to achieve resonance, you must speak from your diaphragm to blow more air, thus causing heavier vibration in your vocal cords. Another thing to be aware of is volume. What happens when you can't hear someone? You get frustrated, then bored. If a woman can't hear you, you're creating work for her. It takes effort to hear someone who speaks too quietly. If you have great things to talk about, but a girl cannot hear you, she's going to get frustrated and bored, and eventually be distracted by something that does not require so much effort on their part to pay attention to. And that means you've lost her. So don't be afraid to be loud when approaching someone. High volume can convey a sense of excitement and confidence, and when you combine it with good tonality, you are projecting all the right signals to portray yourself as a fun, outgoing, and engaging person. Even if you're being too loud, you're at least courting attention. Better to be too loud than to never be heard at all.